starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? This is your boy Jedediah, aka Black, and of course, the first thing that I want to ask you is, can you see me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? And please bear with me because we're having some technical difficulties as we've been having for quite some time, and I'm not with my producer at the moment. She may pop in, and I would definitely give out a shout out to her for her continued amazing work in helping us to create this platform. Um, Also, I want to give a shout out to our resources, advocating, organizing, and advocating resources, to our partners, our subscribers, and our viewers on both YouTube and Facebook, where we currently stream. Um, Give me a second. Can you hear me? I like the king. Yes, and I can see. Okay, so I'm not gonna be looking at the comments because I gotta kind of squint my eyes and go really close up to it so that I can actually see it. But I wanted to come on here this morning and I want to talk to you all about where we are, and I wanted to kind of reiterate some things that I've said to you all in the past. Number one, I want you all to know that I don't consider myself to be a YouTuber. I am not somebody that is looking to create content. I am an advocate. I've been an advocate for the larger part of my life. And so this channel was never about content creation in a sense that we're trying to um, entertain or just be on here. And so the first thing, I've gotten the messages from our viewers that have asked why I've not been visible in a lot of the latest productions. And it is because I've actually been working. This is the first time in almost a week and 3 days that I've been home. And as you all know, we got our baby Kyra, who has had to spend that week in monkey care. And so I've not been able to be on the broadcast because I've been working very hard on the cases and the issues that we're committed to and that we're all very much so concerned about. And so what I want you all to understand is that this is a broadcast for us to be able to hopefully keep you in the loop of the work that's going on. But I also want to try my best to control the narrative as it relates to telling my own story versus having it be reported by individuals who have agendas and interests in trying to skew the perspective. And I think that is something that has been successful. And I think you all understand exactly what I mean as you think about YouTubers, not the media, YouTubers, content creators. I got to come on here today, or I had to come on here today. I just got through my morning briefing, and I wanted to kind of sort of bring you all up to speed about what's going on. But the first thing that I want to say to you all is yesterday we had Cara Wilson, the mother of Alexis Wilson, on, and she kind of gave us information and shared a video with us from two content creators, and no disrespect to specific content creators, by the way, who do it with great spirits, great hearts, and great intent. Because it's through that I was able to learn greater or get a greater understanding of what the fight for Alexis Wilson is by getting a different angle. I didn't really know it because I didn't spend ample amount of times in trying to figure out the facts of the case. And the reason why is because I was not in Dalton for the shooting, even though my heart was always, and it is always going to be for a grieving parent because biological or not, I know that position in that space to a degree. And so my heart really broke because last night I had to sleep. I had to toss and turn, and my having been not been home in a week and 3 days because I had it on my mind. And I just can't believe, and I gotta be honest. And there's no diss or no shot at anybody who is fighting and has been fighting. But I can't believe that Cara Wilson doesn't have the world. Even when I think about Sonia Massey, who, by the way, we are now conversating in conversations with the family of Sonia Massey, who may end up being a guest on our show. I don't know. But we're talking to them, and it's like right now, everybody just saw the video. It is as disgusting and as hurtful as it could possibly be. But I've been an advocate for a long time. And even though there is an arrest, it doesn't automatically mean that there's going to be prosecution. And it doesn't mean that the sentence is going to be fair. Because there are entries. And so right now, everybody is talking about it. But what happens is that I don't think people do enough. And eventually, it fizzles out. And these families are left to have to fight and deal with this pain by themselves. Notwithstanding a few people whose heart will be committed for the rest of their lives. But that does not, and is not going to be true for the majority. But I think that if you look at both shootings, honestly, Sonia Massey shooting is just as disgusting as Alexis Wilson. And when you think about the details, and I think about the things that were said and hear what the mom knows from behind the scene information, why isn't there a massive contingency of people fighting for justice? Looked at the mother's GoFundMe page. Heartbreaking. And now that I've seen her out there with us almost every time that I've shown up in Dalton, my heart completely shatters and breaks for Cara, who on our broadcast last night expressed that while fighting to keep her daughter's legacy alive, she has faced and have been confronted with unexpected struggles. And for her to be so brave and so bold and so transparent to share with us her business, not knowing if there'll ever be any kind of help, is why I cannot be a content creator. I don't want people's stories, especially if I cannot and will not do a damn thing about it. This platform was never about entertainment. It's not just about telling people's business. And I'm burdened because maybe, just maybe, if we did enough for Cara, it might have sent the proper message literally hours away in Springfield. It might have just affected policy enough that just down in Springfield, it might have shook up law enforcement enough that hours away in Springfield, we would never and not have been talking about Sonia in this regard. And so when I think about the American landscape, if you say you're for Democrat, you get attacked. You say you're for the Republican, you get attacked. We're so busy attacking each other for how each other view this instead of educating each other and being a part of what we would consider to be the winning team. Because if I be honest, all of us are fucking losing. The wealth gap in this country is no longer a gap. It's a damn canyon. And the people who are working the hardest are living life and enjoying life the least. And I say it to you today. If you think about it from Republican to Democrat, ain't neither side doing a damn thing worth being proud of. One does it with a smile, and the other's doing it more direct. When I think about the fight for Dalton, Illinois, I can't be limited to sexual assault or what the mayor is doing Because now you got people who are seeing tax increases upwards of 40%. And you got the nerve to tell me that y'all are okay with J.B. Pritzker's fat ass being on the short list for vice president of these United States of America? When I got into this Dalton fight, I have done and I'm doing my job. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a man. I am a human being. And I'm tired. And I've been tired for some weeks now. And the reason why I'm tired is because my entire life has become this case. And it is blowing my mind because every time I think we have reached enough, you turn around and it's a shit ton more. When does it ever stop? Will it ever stop? And could it have stopped a long time ago? Yes, it could have. It should have. And it would have if people were for real. If people gave a damn about more than the bullshit that's in their face. Your bills are going to be here for the rest of your life. But if you don't do something different, you're going to always be fighting to keep them paid. Take it from a man who has worked for himself majority of his life. I don't have excuses. Damn it, I got results. That's what I can say. That's why I say what I say. Irregardless of economic status and starting, family's name, educational status, religious creed, sexual orientation, color of my skin, or literally anything else. There's one thing that cannot be denied. I've been my own boss. And when people forsook me, I still make it. Not because I'm so great, because I know God is my source. But because I show up, because I care, and because I'm paying attention. You cannot get what you need without understanding that sometimes there's a need for sacrifice. And I put this up there a couple of days ago on my Facebook page. My life is crushing me right now, but I got complete joy because my crushing is freeing me. Sometimes you need to be crushed so that you can be pushed out of your complicit behavior and thought process. So now let me make this make sense a little bit further. The people who brought me into the fight for Dalton, if you know anything about my style of advocacy, then you know that I come when I'm called, I work my ass off, and nobody can deter me, typically, besides the people who bring me into the fight. I want to tell you today that the people who have brought me into the fight are suggesting that it's time for us to pack our bags. This fight was never supposed to last this long. And the reason why is because of what is being understood as new information. Now, I know a lot of stuff. I got a lot of information. And one thing that I found to be very interesting is that what I've really been able to reaffirm within myself is that it's not about what is lawful and what is unlawful. It is about what will be enforced and whose interests it affects. One of the things that I've understood as a long-standing advocate in America is that there are those who follow the law or get in trouble, and there are those who make the law according to their agenda. And we are not all the same. The lawmaker and the law abiding, get it? They're not the same. A lot of us are doing or living our lives according to the will and the agenda of what we consider in America to be the elite. In the Democratic Party, which I have been a member of my entire life by birth, you don't have to like it, but you will not be able to refute the facts. In Democratic ran communities across the nation, I understand issues like women having a right to choose what they'll do with their bodies. I understand the issues of being able to choose who you love. I understand the ability to have programs and services to make ends meet. But what you cannot negate is that the Democratic Party have taken us for granted for far too long. And we have literally been lockstep with them while we've gotten welfare, while we've gotten a lot of promises and not a lot of follow through. But here is my issue, because guess what? I guess there is no perfect scenario. The Democratic Party operates as a game to where while we're having our rights to choose, the powers that be and the elite who inform how we move, they don't hold each other accountable unless they're forced to. That is why you have the problem you have in Dalton, Illinois. And that is why there is now a greater push for me to step away. And let me tell you why, so you'll get it. And I said this shit on my live. And this is what hurts my soul, because I don't come on here just to fucking talk. They didn't expect for this to be like this. They didn't expect for us to get involved with Dalton and start talking about what the damn supervisor of one of the most lucrative townships one of the most lucrative townships. They didn't expect for that. They didn't see that coming. They didn't expect for us to do a part one of anything about Delgado, let alone talking about a part two, which might become a goddamn 10-part series. They didn't expect that. They didn't expect for us to have been so successful all the way up to getting Keith Freeman fired. You did that. Making sure that this issue stayed not just in the news, but in the face of every phone in America and across the country, that this woman became coined as the worst mayor in America. Just recently, because I hadn't done it, but just recently I opened up the file to Frank Zuccarelli. And when I looked at the first page, I immediately closed it. Because when I tell you, I wish I never even looked past the name, I just wish I never looked past the goddamn name. And I'm burdened to read more, because I just wonder what I will see. But when in 35 years of service, that man got a file bigger than a damn whole encyclopedia collection. And now, just on one page alone, I understand what the woman says when she says, but y'all didn't say nothing when he was running. Doesn't make it okay for her to do what she does. But I cannot say that the woman don't have something. Because if I got what I got, damn it, she's actually in there. I just can only imagine what she got. Last night, the Teachers of America was together. I was in Houston yesterday. I didn't know that Kamala Harris was going to pop up in Houston to speak to those teachers. Lord, give me wisdom in how to talk. My mind is overloaded. My heart is overwhelmed. My body is tired. I'm frustrated. Because now I'm fighting every direction. And this is going on far too long. So let me try again to stay on task and make this make sense. It has gone too long. J.B. Pritzker wants to become vice president. Let's say he doesn't become the nominee. The fact that the man was on the goddamn short list, oh, wait a minute. before I go to that, and remind me to go back to that. Me saying what I said about the Democrats doesn't mean that I'm encouraging or pushing for the Republicans. The one thing that I will say about Donald Trump and the Republican Party is that they are more so, they're more pompous and more arrogant in their approach to policy, and their ability to make decisions is more individualistic because they're more elitist in their mind. They could be more connected to the struggle of what's on the ground than an ant. Donald Trump is so emboldened to push the rhetoric of his base that there's no way that anybody can conscionably vote for him with things. Why would he even need to have ever said out of his mouth any level of immunity for police? And if you are a black person that can overlook it and then this quote unquote agenda to educate us on what that means, let me educate you. Police and immunity should never be in the same damn sentence, especially in a country that have yet to right its wrongs of slavery and that have yet to create any long-standing, worthwhile policy to deal with one of its most destructive systems, policing. Immunity and police in the same sentence, no matter how it's written, could never be good for me as a black man. Period. And anybody who wants to talk about an oppressive government and a rigged system should have enough sense to never ever want to tell a woman what to do with her body, let alone should never want to tell a woman that they're forced to do something if you're not going to create a viable plan to help them sustain it. Because if you're not going to feed me, fuck me, or pay my bills, you can literally shut the fuck up about how and what I can do with my person. On God. So I'm not moved by Republicans, and I'm damn so disgusted with Democrats, and I'm damn tired of feeling like I'm stuck. Kennedy is somewhat of a candidate, but I'll tell you this, based on my experiences with the Kennedy family, hell no. So as a young man who has the right to participate in this process, I don't want to participate at all. But I'm doing my best to do research, but it seems like there's nothing but a bunch of opinion, a lack of the ability to agree to disagree and not attack each other. Nobody is educating on the facts, but that's not even my problem. The problem is that everybody fighting with what we got, that we are not smart enough to come together and create a damn agenda and make them sign our goddamn plan. Fuck 2025. Fuck the new plan of new Americans. Fuck all that. You can't be mad about that plan if we don't got enough sense to come together and create the plan of hell no. And find our candidate for the plan of hell no and move it and let them know that if you don't agree to our plan, then hell no to your party, hell no to your candidacy, hell no to your agenda, and we don't give a damn about what you say. And until we can get that kind of mind, we're going to always be in this fight that we're in. And the shit is overwhelming and I'm tired of it. And guess what? It's all connected. So this is what I want y'all to get. Pussy-ass Attorney General Kwame Raoul, who has not done what he should have done for y'all a long time ago, is literally coined saying that he cannot be seen attacking a black woman. He could have dealt with what's going on in Dalton a long time ago. You all would have never had to see me come and never had to see me get involved. Would have never had to see me look the other way. I'm wondering, and I actually consider her to be a friend, and I'm supportive of her. I'm wondering what would Lori Lightfoot possibly come up with? Because out of all the stuff that we done talked about, and all the stuff that we done broadcast, and all the stuff that we done brought forth, what left is there to talk about? You mean to tell me that there's more? And unfortunately, I know there's more because every day I wake up with new information. But here it is. This is not supposed to go this long. I ain't supposed to have to take all these flights. I've been away from home so long, and now the fight is revving up because we are now starting to tap and touch shit that I guess they never thought we would. And I'm gonna tell y'all this, and you better hear my words if you don't hear nothing else. Listen to me. The fix is in. What y'all keep seeing me putting on, talking about, I'm stressed out, pray for us, Jesus, is because now the powers that be, the fix is in. Now, because they're seeing that it's getting to where it's gotten, like I said this shit during the Kanika Jenkins case, and I'm saying, God help me today. I said if we would continue to go. If we are literally at that point. We are at that point where if we do right, we will get results. And if we become distracted or if we do wrong, we will get nothing. The fix is in. From the little guy to the big guy, they all been working and doing things together. They now have to cover each other's ass. The only thing that can overcome this is the power of the people. Jesus help me. If I told y'all what I know right now, your heart will sink. And the reason why I can't tell y'all is because, number one, you got dumbass YouTubers who are just simply trying to eat, who mess up shit with basic information. Why the fuck is that burgundy bitch talking about Mr. fucking Jones? Who is James Jones? Well, you ain't thought to look into that your damn self, you fucking dust mite, degenerate ass, funky pussy bitch. You been there, you lived there, right? Why do I have to say it before you all get it? I hate every single one of them because they have made a fucking mess. That fat ass fat fuck in fucking Ohio, literally, are you damn serious? Y'all, this man is messing with the robbers. All y'all should be helping to deal with that dumb ass shit. Ain't no ignore. Your name ain't being called. You're not dealing with the onslaught of people being messy and creating chaos and real stuff. This is not fucking fake. It's real. We said out of our mouth, Delgado, you don't think that put me in the crosshairs? This man want to be the fucking president council. Do y'all not think that created a scenario that now I got to deal with? I am not on here to fuss at y'all. I'm on here because I need to get this out to the people of Dalton. I'm fighting for y'all on every fucking level, and I'm trying to stop y'all from being overtaken by corruption. And I can't say everything on live because most people ain't gonna do a fucking thing to help in the first place. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, fuck that meeting. Y'all need to get in the fucking streets, and y'all need to make it clear from Dalton to the DNC that there's no damn way that man can become anything with the condition of one of the smallest villages in the state. And now he got Springfield. It should be 1,000 motherfuckers out there. And if y'all think that it is not worth it, get this. While y'all sit up there saying, I got to go to work, and I got plans. If you will be in the street 1 week, they have to find a way to get y'all resources to your neighborhood. Reparations would have been a conversation long gone if people that were black actually cared and fought for y'all to have a better quality of life. I don't know what to do or how more clearer to say it, but damn it, this is not cool. But it is only happening because we're allowing it. There's $300 an hour, $300, $400 an hour going to Lori Lightfoot for investigation. I can't wait to see what she uncovers. We have been doing this with less than fucking 7 or 8. I am literally still paying informants. People give, and I'm not tripping, but damn, it just said Kamala raised the highest that any presidential candidate has done this. She come on my screen saying chip in $5, chip in $1. They still need more money. That's what I want y'all to get. It takes resources, and guess what? I ain't got it. Not like this. But I still have consistently produced. And when people give us the $5 and the $10, we've gotten a few super chats. I'm grateful for it. But when I tell y'all this now, counting up the cost, I am not interested in getting on the internet and entertaining people that ain't gonna get. If y'all, I need y'all to move. And I'm not doing the damn largest giveaway in Dalton no more. Fuck that. If I gotta bribe people to give a fuck about what they doing to show up, and I can barely get people to respond to that. I said, look, just give us items and restaurants, give us food. People scared of Tiffany. They don't want to get involved. What the hell? I did Hell Week and was out there for a whole week. Ain't nothing happened to me. I ain't nobody worried about that shit. But y'all really think you think I'm gonna go out there and people scared to come together and give and barely producing and barely. I got people outside the country offering more shit than people inside the goddamn situation. I'm not fucking for it. Oh my God, this is what they say when they say crashing out, because I'm fucking crashing out. I'm mad. They're trying to cover all this stuff up. Y'all look at that recording yesterday with Cara Wilson. Look at that shit. You mean to tell me not out of none of those other angles, they don't have no proof of that man hitting that girl or not? Come on, man. If I would have known that when I was there, I would have been fighting. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. But let me tell you one of the reasons why I didn't know. Because I don't connect with grieving mothers like that anymore. Because after what Kanika Jenkins' mother did to me, I don't like that space anymore. But my heart goes out for them, and that's the truth. The woman played with me, played me, lied on me, then got all that money and never came back to say, oh, he didn't steal shit. Fuck no. For the rest of my life, I got idiots following me like I didn't do the job of an advocate, raised awareness, and brought thousands of motherfuckers together to fight for that girl. I still got people to this day. What happened to Kanika? I'm not the fucking investigator. Ask them or ask the mother who chose and decided to have the case sealed. Now, that is no indictment to grieving mothers, and that is not me saying anything against Cara Wilson. I looked at her, I noticed her, I saw some videos, I didn't dive deep because that's not why I was there, and it's just not my space anymore. Nobody's gonna have the pleasure of saying, oh, he's trying to profit off the pain of black folks or dead folks. They're not gonna say that no more because I don't even deal with the shit anymore. But however, now that I saw that, all the people who've been championing this fight, how the hell does that woman's GoFundMe not over $100,000? And how the hell did we not know all of the details that's in the case? I had to find it out yesterday because they showed it to me and I hadn't seen the video before then. And why isn't it a bigger fight for that? That woman is meeting today at some park. It should be 100,000 motherfuckers out there because guess what? If we don't, then guess what's going to happen? Sonya now, who's next? It should be people writing policy. It should be people putting pressure on elected officials. It should be, y'all giving $81 million to fucking Kamala Harris is great for her to put ads on every fucking phone. But you know who should also have that? All of these grieving parents across America should have it too. Golly. There was a major blow. Pretty sure you all have found out about it in the coming days. When I get off of this phone, I'm going to have to make a phone call to a district attorney's office because I need to get greater detail into what's happening. But I'm convinced, based on what I know alone, that there is an active cover-up that is going on, and it is beyond Dalton, Illinois. It is beyond Thornton Township because they cannot allow this fight to have any more fuel. And you remember I said those words. And unless they can come back to me and tell me that the information that I'm looking at is absolutely fucking false, there is no way that the blow that we have should have ever happened. But in the midst of that, why are powers that be advocating for me now to let this issue go? Because the DNC is coming. When I think about who it is, troubles me. Because my question to them is, are you okay? Are y'all really okay? You brought me into this because you wanted results. Well, maybe you didn't want these results, but these all are all connected. What's happening in Dalton is happening in Flint. It's happening in Flint, it's happening in Dalton and Flint, it's happening in almost every fucking city in America, especially where minorities are living. This shit would not happen in a gentrified community, not because they're special, but because they wouldn't fucking allow it. And y'all better stop thinking that you're too poor, you're not able to do it. Y'all gotta stop having your personality dramas come together for an agenda and go and see that shit through to the end. If they pull from me, then that means that I don't have the resources to do as much as I do. One of the things that I've been able to do is give y'all information that no one else has. If they say we're done with it, I won't have access to a lot of that information. I won't have a lot of the protections that I enjoy when I'm advocating with my whole fucking heart and soul. I cannot depend on contributions because unfortunately I've had to consistently ask every time I come on here, and we don't get no more than $200-300, and we're fighting something we're fighting millions. We're fighting millions with thousands. Thousands, and when I say thousands, I ain't talking about more than 10. I will never negate that you all have given me $3,000-4,000 to help me to get Kyra personally, and I'm not gonna not keep my word, and that's what I'm doing. If they pull every available resource from me, now I got to fight this even more under resourced. Delgado was a powerful man. You're gonna see part two. And now my vets are working on what may be, like I said, part 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But this shit goes high. But if there was nothing else that you took from this 37-minute rant that I gave, give a pause to Tiffany, and it's now started talking about Tiffany's party. Make those fucks pay attention because their aspirations is all they're going to care about. Y'all need to come together. And with that being said, on Monday morning, 7 a.m., Dalton Village Hall, I need every fucking available resource and resident. We're doing a press conference that I need to go on the national stage. And it needs to be them telling, you need to tell your story with no less than 100 people. That know you want to be the fucking vice. And it was supposed to be on the 5th, but we can't do it because Kamala asked to the 7th to pick her nominee. And y'all shouldn't even be waiting for Monday. Do that shit tomorrow. A press conference doesn't last no more than 30 minutes at best. But get every goddamn media outlet out there. Let me help y'all out. I will make no statement. This ain't about me. I don't need no attention. I don't need no fucking clout. And I don't need my bills paid by nobody. Let me be clear for the fucking internet. Make them report it. Put a light on what this party has not done. Kamala, and she gonna consider y'all governor, let her know what she's considering. Make him move. Why would a man who is the executive of the state, and it is not me taking a shot at her, because again, I believe in her. But why would he say he is not going to involve himself because there is an investigation already happening by a woman who doesn't even have prosecutorial authority? As powerful as she is, Lori Lightfoot can't do no more than me. Get information and share it. But if she has information, she then has to take it to somebody who then has to make a decision. Because it is not if it's a law or not as if it's going to be prosecuted or not. But I know that based on what I reported alone, there should be a whole lot more movement than what we have. And the results that I just got from something that I'm dealing with has got me so devastated. But when I made other calls and I found out that there's something ain't adding up and something ain't right, now I'm pissed. But I will not and I cannot. If they remove my resources, guess what? If they remove my ability, the assistance that I get, because I told y'all I ain't never lied. I was called in this by somebody. Then I got a call, her with someone else. But what really made me move here is because I got called from government officials and law enforcement. I am not a typical advocate, and I know my shit. And it's not because I'm a sellout or I'm paid or I'm working for. It is because I'm effective. And I've been fighting the government for a long time. And when people get elected, they don't forget that. And when people are elected, they don't forget that. They rather cooperate and they rather give me what I want and what I need. And they rather tell me what's going on so I can stay off their ass. Believe it or not, it really is that simple. It really is that simple. I know celebrities, and guess what? I could literally well, why would I? I could literally make phone calls, but I'm not doing all this shit by myself for y'all. I refuse. 40 minutes in. I still don't think I made my case the way I need to make it. Tiffany Henyard is the supervisor of Thornton Township. Don't nobody give a fuck about what's going on in Dalton for real. She's connected to a lawyer who was probably the most powerful, one of the most powerful lawyers in the entire Southland. This man has aspirations to go higher. A lot of things that were uncovered in his divorce, we now understand and have a perfect purview of how this shit could automatically go all the way up to Mr. Welch. Mr. Welch was the Speaker of the House, whose wife also happens to have been a former attorney of Tiffany Henyards, who allegedly might have fucked. Y'all don't want me to really open my fucking mouth. But I can't do it because it ain't nothing in this for me doing that. Except for making myself a bigger target. That's an alleged, it's an allegation. It is a lead that we have been following. Did Welch fuck Tiffany? Is that why? Let me pause. Let me make my case. But Mr. Welch, and literally before all of this stuff started coming up and being heightened the way that it's heightened, this woman was going to get all the money she needed to cover all of her nefarious deeds. But all of a sudden, when we start making noise, now they want to pour resources. And then people start putting in laws that stopped her from doing what she was doing to protect her seat. We looked into her team, found all kinds of things, from pay to play. Hell, literally something as simple as I have not been able to talk to Miles, who was the one who talked about the sexual assault, but Chief Lacey's fat ass and Lieutenant Staples can talk to fucking middies, that he could thank them online. Thank you for what you're getting ready to do. And then we do the research to find out that this fat fuck then hired a goddamn special response team to try to take me into custody based off a fake police report filed by Burgundy bitch. Scottsdale, Arizona police coming to me, investigating me for doxing. And these people got my name in their mouth every fucking day, sent they goofy ass packing right back to Arizona. Literally, Ohio was supposed to have made an arrest. They were supposed to roll tickets. They ain't done neither one of those things. We don't want to get involved with the back and forth beef. We are not no mutual combatants. I am every much so of a victim of cyberbullying and harassment as anybody I've ever advocated for in that space. It's crazy. But Mr. Welch and all of these lawmakers was protecting them because guess what? Guess what Thornton Township is good for? Every fucking Italian mafia connected individual who wants a place that they can run their business through. Did you hear what the fuck I said? Why is there a communications group getting paid inside the warrant list that's connected to the Calumet City former mayor that was indicted, that literally is connected to teaching Tiffany how to steal money through real estate? Man, I can't. You know what? Every time I think about this stuff, it pisses me off. It pisses me off. It pisses me off. What do you mean, Italians? What do you mean, somebody like man? Delgado, the man who made me business self-sustained name is John Hooker. He was indicted with Madigan. He is a part of the five or whatever they are. That is the man who helped me find financial independence. John Hooker, a good man, a good character. I was flabbergasted and I was shocked when I looked up to find the former CEO of ComEd now indicted for corruption with Mr. Madigan. That's how this shit goes. I ain't hear that from nobody. They are the ones who gave me the they gave me the resources that I needed to have a non-emergency medical transportation company. $500,000 fucking dollars. That's how I got so many SUVs. I don't lie. I don't have to bullshit. I don't have to play games. I'm not on here because it's entertaining. But when I saw that and then found out that the man who got immunity literally is now also working in this shit in Dalton because he works with Delgado, I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, y'all don't want this kind of truth. Y'all want me to come on here and cookie cut some kind of messages. That's why people who edit their videos get hundreds of thousands of views, and I'm telling the literal unadulterated truth. And I can barely get people to like a goddamn video, and I'm putting my ass on the line talking about what I'm talking about. What I'm getting y'all, or trying to get y'all to understand, that it is not in y'all, and it is not in the interest of the aspirations of the party that y'all voice get any louder, that y'all get any results, or that anything changes. Because people know too much, people are too interconnected, people are profiting too much, and they don't give a damn about your pain because your pain has been profitable the whole goddamn time. This woman doesn't even run a real government. That is a welfare service. It's a welfare service. Thornton Township is a welfare service. But when you follow the money, when you realize why it's important for them to have a rubber stamp trustee board, it is because they can say this label, but you don't know all the people that's getting paid in the mix of that in the general fund. It got very specifics, and they are profiting. You come off assembly, there's a big ass ugly building that clearly doesn't look like it belongs out there, that hasn't gone through the proper processes. Y'all don't think that this shit is deep? Y'all don't think that this stuff is real? They will throw my ass in the lake, and y'all will be like, well, damn. They'll say he did something that he wasn't supposed to do, and y'all will be like, well, we told y'all there wasn't nothing good about that man. And I'm out here with my balls in this shit, and this ain't even my fight. And now I'm going against my own support, saying there ain't no fucking way you finna tell me to walk away. And that's going to be the result? Hell no. And knowing that I can't even turn around and depend on the public because people don't really give a damn. And the ones who do, they give the best they could, and it breaks my heart that the people who have contributed to the most, to anything that we've been able to accomplish, they not even black. So don't fucking tell me about my skin folk being my kinfolk, because my skin folk don't even, y'all rather go look at a YouTuber who uses my shit with a dumbass narrative. We have had to fight over and over and over again to get tips again, to get resources to pay people. Man, Lori Lightfoot, $30,000, you give me half of that shit. I'll go arrest the bitch myself and walk her in the court and walk in there. But people get mad because you get a fucking monkey after 15 years of service to the goddamn general public. And I'm coming on here giving real information, and you telling me I still gotta beg for everything? The giveaway ain't even for me. What the fuck am I begging for people to give away for? Y'all, the motherfucking Democratic Party just gave this woman $81,000. You want the vote of the people of Illinois? Come out and bring your ass to Illinois, and then we need you to donate to one of these nonprofit organizations that's doing some real work. That's how you move government. Y'all too motherfucking, y'all too worried about celebrities and we need her and not him. Fuck all of that. You ain't winning either way. Kamala, you want my vote? Make the governor. Kamala, you want my vote? And he on your short list. Make his fat ass and resources to Dalton. But I can't say that by myself. Somebody said 81. I can't say that by myself. They're like, well, Jedediah, we love you. We know you here. We know you loud. But Jedediah, come on, man. It's only 40 people in the meeting, if that. And 30 of them, and 10 of them is there because she planted them. God damn. Let me tell y'all the power of literally having the ability to call. I ain't done nothing in Calumet City. And I see this person on here says, Calumet City, Illinois corruption. Let me tell you something. I made a phone call to a older woman. Her name is Monette. I called her, and the only reason why I met her was because she was supposedly trying to block a permit that you all were trying to do an event inside of Calumet City. Well, I kept that number. I called Miss Monette, and I said, Miss Monette, there is a woman and a man in Chicago whose life is in danger, and they're trying to move out of Chicago. I need to move them out of Chicago into Calumet City. The house that we're trying to get them, oh yeah, because y'all don't think I do shit behind the scenes. I said, the house that we're trying to get them, they need an inspection of some sort before the deal could be closed. But their lives are under threat. I'll send you the proof. Miss Monette got on that phone, and this is what they did. With that they said, who was the person? We can't streamline it. We're backed up. But let me tell y'all something. That woman saved these people's lives. That man would be dead today if that woman didn't make a phone call, make sure that that inspection was proper, and we got them people moved out of Chicago into Calumet City quick like that, and didn't say anything online. I do that almost every day, all day. For people who don't think I do work. Now call Councilwoman Monette up Calumet City and ask that woman, am I lying? Ask her, am I lying? We raised and helped them get money behind the scenes. We helped them pick out the damn house. We helped them stay safe until we can get them out of Chicago. And then we, at the Calumet City government, help us to get them moved fast. And now that man is safe. And I just got pictures of them in their new house, happy as hell, and that their kids can go to another school and have a chance to fucking live as long as he keep his fucking nose out of the streets. I don't know what more I can say. I don't know what more I can do. But I'm gonna end it like this. I'm gonna be there on Monday. No, actually, I am booking a flight with my own dime so I can be in Chicago tomorrow so I can be at this event for Alexis Wilson. Then on Monday, I'm gonna be up at 7 o'clock and I'm trying to get 100 people. So I'm gonna spend my day trying to motivate 100 people to show up for themselves, to be at a press conference, organize who's going to speak, and I'm going to try to organize a national press conference because I got to send a message up to the DNC. If they don't show up, and if it is not accomplished, then guess what you leave me? No other choice. My work here will be done. I refuse to do more. I refuse to beg. I refuse to keep on losing, to keep on suffering, to keep on having to go through this thing and to make myself a continued bigger target just because people want to be entertained. If y'all don't want to change, then I'm not fighting for it. I've said this before and I mean it every time I say it. I am literally at wit's end. I'm running. I have people that are trying to give us tips up the woo's eye. There are people who said, there are people who saying, okay, I'll give you tips. I'm not worried about it. But they're not. Everybody ain't saying that. So we paying for tips, understanding investigations take money and resources. I am not about to keep on jeopardizing my personal life. And I don't give a damn about what nobody say about what they think I'm doing as it relates to finances. You will look at my finances and be like, this man is crazy. And he does, and I do care. I do. And now, something that I never said because I didn't need to say it. If you go look on my page, you find out, I got family members in Dalton too. Yeah. So all these people, you outside of my motherfucking relatives live there too. I got a cousin who I literally just put on my page talking about she love her man. She gonna vote for it. Then she texted me talking about can you take it down? And the answer is hell no. If you can support somebody that you obviously know I am against, can you take your post down? I don't think so. I'm not taking mine down. I need them to know that she got supporters, and unfortunately, some of them are in my motherfucking family. You didn't consider your cousin, like being on the line, supporting the bitch who's stealing from you to give you your shit that you could have bought yourself. We not the same. Even blood folk ain't always kinfolk. Get some grant writers on your team. This is what I want you to understand about that because I've been an owner of a 501c3 for a long time. You get you some grant writers on your team, and you also you'll find out how they gonna control your voice with those little bitty grant funds that give you oversight for the rest of your goddamn life. No, thank you. This isn't about money. And I hope maybe I didn't explain that right. This isn't about money, because if it was about money, I would have been stopped a long time ago, because there is none. This is about people moving their ass. This is about people stop looking for entertainment and being honest about what's really going on here. This is about people actually doing the real work and stop playing. This is not, we should be writing policy. You all should be fighting. People should have been fighting for that recall judgment to be overturned. I done said that so many times, it's making me blue in the face. If the motherfuckers, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that like that. But let's be honest. If there was a successful recall that a judge overturned, I think now is the time to talk about who that judge is and to see if that then could be a vacated judgment. They now need to undo that judgment because they are, from what I understand, said give her a chance. Well, the motherfucker didn't have a chance to look at the condition and the unrest in both the village and the township. Oh, wait a minute. There is none. Because there's a few people who go into the meeting to make noises, and there are people who have uncovered stuff, but ain't nothing happening because nobody wants to put pressure where it is. It shouldn't take a shooting for the masses to move. It should be you all seeing that your life is impacted and affected. Now I got pastors reaching out to me saying they want to get involved because their tax bills have gone up 40%. You mean to tell me you didn't want to get involved when we were talking about shootings? You didn't want to get involved when we were talking about people being oppressed? You didn't want to get involved when we were talking about people losing their freedom and going to jail, not being able to have freedom of speech and assemble inside of a building that stairs and taxpayer paid? You didn't care about, y'all didn't care about none of that. But now your tax bill is going up. Now, Jedediah, let's talk about this. Man, kiss my natural born black ass. But welcome. I'm mad for real. I'm really mad. I'm really mad. I'm not even bullshitting. I'm really mad. So look, 56-minute rant. I don't want to fuck up for 56 minutes. All right, let me do this. Let me do this. We got. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Listen to me, please, please. I cannot. I can't stress it enough. If there was ever a time, if there was ever a time that you all can get what you need, the time is right now. I need you all to please take out an hour. Tell your job you'll be late. We need to put the light on what this party is not doing. And if you refuse to do that, then don't get mad at me if I come back, if I don't decide to support the Democratic Party, because I've been fighting them my whole life. Yeah, that's real. I'm going to say this with my whole soul. I'm going to say it with my chest. I am not hopeful in Donald Trump liking me or not being racist. I just know what my quality of life was like when he was president. And I know that he is an unbossed man. And I'm tired of being taken for granted as it relates to Democrats. I am no welfare program, so their agenda doesn't even fit me well. Did you catch that? Damn. If I ever dunked on y'all, I just did right there. I don't give a fuck about what they tell me I can and cannot do, because at one point it was illegal for me to be a black man. I'm not worried about that. And I think that we'll have life after Donald Trump. But I will not allow or watch this party to play in my face with a smile. And I just keep on voting blindly for the Democrats. It doesn't mean that I'm automatically going to vote for the Republicans. It means that I'm going to do my research, I'm going to make my own agenda, and I'm going to vote for what's closest to my heart. And I'm not going to give a damn who do and do not like it, especially when I find myself begging for us to make our party move. We need results, and we need it now. Y'all got into the 7th. If she's going to pick him or not, if she's going to pick him or not, the fact that he's on the list makes him more powerful today than he was before he ran, when he said, if we get that seat that the Secretary of State had, and we could take all those, let's give the black people something else, and we could take all those jobs. Y'all forgot that? While y'all sitting up here telling me how racist Donald Trump is, did you all not remember that the first time I fought J.B. Pritzker was because he said he wanted to take a seat from a black man who was in need of retirement so that he could take all of those jobs and give our ass a trinket, because it's a lot of jobs in that seat that that black man had? Did y'all forget about that? Oh yeah, you did. You did. Because all your paid pastors, your paid advocates, and all of the people who wanted y'all to just vote blindly for the Democrats wanted you to. That led you to a fucking Tiffany Henyard that's loud in her ignorance, but because she know too much and they done too much of their bid, and they couldn't give or hold her accountable if they wanted to, but they damn sure don't want her to fuck up their aspirations. Did y'all get what I just said? Wake up and smell the coffee. This ain't about no damn village. This is about you, wherever you are, especially if you're in America. And what we do here will become the example to everyone else. Flint is recalling their politicians. It should become. I literally stepped in Flint, Michigan. Lord God, please help me. I'm a part of this history. I am the man who jumped on Donald Trump's stage. And now you see me right before your eyes telling you, but I've had to fight the Democrats my entire life. I am a man that just recently went to Flint, Michigan on my second time. They had the largest showing that they had for a recall of a candidate. That candidate showed up outside in the field because it's real and it works. Now, that recall power should be a power that every city in America is demanding. And when they know you got the power to recall them, then they'll get their police departments in order. And then their public works departments in order. And then their tax assessors in order. And then everything will change. If they give us reparations or not, motherfucker, when you come down my block, you better circle it and you better pick up my trash twice. Because if you don't, I will show up. That's what they understand, even in Texas. I have no problems here. I walked into the police station in Texas. They said, "Who are you?" I told them my name. That man, if I'm lying, I'm going straight to hell. He said, "I know who you are. You're from Chicago." I said, "Absolutely." He said, "Man, we don't want no problems around here in Texas." And do you all know that they introduced me to all the command staff where I live, where I moved in Texas, and I had not one problem since? I promised to God that I had a police officer in Texas come to me and say, "Can you please help my family with an issue?" I said, "Who was your family member?" They said, "She lives in Illinois. She was killed by a security guard." And guess what, y'all? Guess what? Y'all want to hear this? In Dalton, Illinois. They covered up the death because he was a former police officer. I said, "Excuse me?" He said, "Would you talk to my family member?" I said, "Yes. I talked to this woman, and now we've been trying to research this case." Yeah, did you hear what I just said out of my goddamn mouth? That happened. That happened. That's my life. It's real life. And that can happen in all of our lives if we give a fuck beyond all this distracted bullshit. So Monday morning, if Dalton and Thornton Township ain't not that press conference, I won't feel like a failure. I'm taking my black ass home. And we don't got nothing else to report on Dalton. And I mean that. I got people on my staff who I still got to pay. This show, y'all, while y'all thinking I'm rich, this show costs money. Hell, I'm not about to suffer for people who don't even want to sacrifice. And I'm not saying that ain't the case. I'm saying don't let me find out that it is. Because now that the powers that be that I depend on want me to leave and back off, and the fix is in, I'm gonna tell y'all, it's gonna be a fucking set of dumb YouTubers gonna say whatever they're gonna say, but that ain't what I care about. We done all this and we gonna get the results? Fuck no. Not on my watch, not on my lifetime. So if I'm gonna go harder with little with less, if I'm gonna do more with less, it better damn sure be worth it. And I promise, and I ain't broke my promises yet that I can think of, I won't. I fucking won't. And I won't give two shits who won't like it. So get on JB's ass. Get on Kwame's ass. Get on the General Assembly's ass. Make sure y'all leaving no stone unturned. Make sure your voice is heard. And now amplify beyond Tiffany to the DNC. The fact that she's a Democrat is enough. Talk about the fact that there have been no real, visible, viable help. The governor said deflected to Lori. Lori can't prosecute. What is going to be her findings? And she's supposed to be giving a report in about 2 weeks. She got $30,000. I love her. I support her. I believe in her. That report better be damn good, and it better get some damn results. Because with everything that we done did with less than 10, I know for a fact I know at least a good 30, 40, 50 fucking laws have been broken. I need to call Alsip, Illinois. Why haven't y'all? I have looked into this. This man clearly broke the law. Why haven't they pursued charges against Lacey? Why is he a protected asset? Oh, y'all want to know what Lacey is? Let me help you all with Lacey, what Lacey is all the way from Texas, because y'all should know where you are. Lacey ain't going nowhere. Lacey is in the background. Lacey is in trouble with something right now. They're trying to hope, they're really hoping that we don't figure it out. Hey, Lacey, and in case you don't think that I know, I want to talk about, let me see, something about equipment. Huh? Oh, yeah. Relatives, equipment, I know. I know exactly what's going on. And on top of that, Lacey done fucked up so many times, they know that they done walked their asses right into one hell of a harassment lawsuit. And there's other things going on. Y'all don't think that they are humiliated and they look dumb as fuck, and he looked as inexperienced as he is to have called a damn SWAT team, and I knew about it before I even got there? Yeah, stay your ass behind the scenes. You've lost the confidence of your department. The morale is down. Yeah, but he's only affected. Oh, let me help y'all. Oh, I almost said too much, but I ain't gonna do it. Y'all want to know what Lacey is? All I'm gonna say is this: it's trouble in paradise. But Lacey's so motherfucking dumb, he don't know if he's coming or going. But I'm gonna guarantee you, you going. So you better do everything you can, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, you all are now aware of a little bit more of what I am. Stupid ass. Oh yeah, I think they know a little bit more. And I'll say, and I dare to say that now they know where my power is and what I'm connected to. Now I dare to say I'm not even worried about them trying to violate my civil rights on August 5th. I think they figured it out. Yeah. I probably am going to walk right up in that goddamn board meeting with nobody touching or bothering me at all. Because I got a phone call. I think they now know. So, with that being said, Lacey is trying to stay the fuck out of Dodge. He ain't trying to, Lacey ain't trying to be seen. And it's trouble in paradise. Lacey don't know if he coming or going. Did you hear what I said? I just said a lot without saying nothing. All right. So, this is my humble ask. I did just say I'm not doing the giveaway. And we not. Why are we not doing it? Because I'm not finna call all my resources in, and I'm not getting enough responses from within. Y'all think I'm lying? Sabab Hur. I probably shouldn't, that's my best friend. Y'all want to know a bad bitch who can get a ton of resources? Yeah, that's my best friend. All I do is make a phone call. Go look at the giveaway that she did with the Black Village Foundation. That's one phone call. I could have had food up to the ceiling, toys, coats, clothes, but no. We calling the businesses, they scared. Residents talking about giving away. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but if y'all can't sacrifice for each other, hell no. Tell them I don't want no old shit. Oh, I got some some ancient this, that, and the third. No, thank you. No, I'm not letting y'all give away nothing I wouldn't take. And I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm being honest. And if that's the best y'all could do for each other, what was the point? Let it be known that y'all don't need no handouts. This woman's whole legacy is built on the fact that she's giving y'all welfare. She ain't done nothing for y'all. Tiffany Henyard's got one big issue, and that's what's funny to me. Her biggest issue is her damn mouth. If she literally wanted to fix this for y'all, she would work on her delivery. But she can't even work on her own mouth, let alone help y'all with your taxes, let alone help y'all with your services, let alone help y'all with the continuity of government or being effective, not advocating her duty, being transparent. She ain't done shit. Y'all think that a fucking skating rink party and a couple boxes of food from the goddamn township is good government? Y'all taking pictures, getting fucking TVs and washing machines and dryers. The only reason why I want to do the giveaway is because I wanted y'all to understand and let it be known y'all don't need that shit. You can do it on your own. But if all y'all want to give away is shit with cobwebs on it, then what the fuck am I making phone calls for? If it ain't been people all day, every day, she got a goddamn call center in the basement of the goddamn township illegally making election calls. She giving out boxes with magazines with her face on it. Her face is plastered all over the goddamn village. And all I can do is get residents to barely go door to door to goddamn businesses to get fucking chicken. I'm crashing out. Now I'm crashing out. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And yes, I'm grateful. Yes, y'all stood up and stepped up for me and helped me get the baby. This is not this is not entertainment. This is real life. This ain't YouTube for entertainment. This isn't Facebook for entertainment. I'm giving y'all real. This is Jedediah, uncut, unedited, uncensored, Martin. It's behind the scenes of what I really feel and what I'm really going through. And this is just a snippet of it because I can't say a lot of shit. How the hell is it all these people have come up with sexual assault allegations and we find ourselves at an impasse? Doesn't make sense. And I'm damn sure the kind of person, but I'm not going to do it. Everybody who I talk to, because you will not make me look like no damn fool. I'm damn near wanting to put everybody, look, if it's, so are you, I'm not going to fight this shit all my life. If y'all had this happen to you, all y'all talk to me about it, say something, or shut the fuck up. Or let me say you lied, because you lied. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. And then I'm saying to y'all, literally, y'all, I keep losing. I keep losing. These flights are expensive as the fuck. I keep losing. And I'm saying, I gotta fly all the way there. I gotta keep flying. I gotta fly there. I gotta go to DC. I gotta go to DC. I gotta go to New York. I gotta go to Chicago. Like, goddamn. Keep getting status reports. Some of the stuff I can't get over the phone. I gotta go there physically and get it. And then I say, can we get a like? 500 viewers, 200 likes. Can we get contributions? $5, $10, $1.30. I appreciate it all. But y'all really think that we can do a lot with that? We can't. And I'm not shitting on the contributions. What I'm telling y'all is that we're under-resourced, but we're doing a hell of a damn good job. There's going to be a gospel fest that's supposed to be happening in Plain. It's too much. We're supposed to be doing a gospel fest. We're supposed to be doing a large giveaway. We're trying to fight to get people to be at the meeting. Have the facts. I just learned there will be no special meeting. They're not doing a special meeting. So now that I know that, I'm like, well, damn. I was trying to make sure we had a ton of people outside so we could do a special meeting, but they're not doing a special meeting. They're going to set that for another date. And yeah. I literally am over. And then I can't even put on my own personal shit on my own Facebook page. Can we just stick to the case, bitch? And then I'm very, very confrontational. So I'm cussing people out. I'm fine. My producer just came in the room. I'm fine. I'm giving all of my frustration, and I'm not holding back because I don't have to. That's it. Dalton deserves more when Dalton wants it. Thornton Township deserves more when Thornton wants it. You all have enough information. Do not let an increase in your property tax bill be the only reason why you show up. Because let me help you out with that. You'll go to them. They're going to find the ones who will vote. They're going to give you relief. They're going to give you all some kind of a trinket. You're going to fall right to the political ploy. You're going to support them. You're going to say they addressed it. That's what they want you to do, and then it's going to be over. And the rest of the majority are not going to have that because they're going to be seen as somebody that they don't care about. That is how government works. I need y'all to understand that they're going to go to who they think can vote. That is not a good elected official. An elected official is somebody that wants the whole damn town. They don't say that I want Sally, Sue, Jim, Bob, and Joe to be better. They say I want the village of Dalton to be better. I want the Thornton Township to be better. But that's not how they operate. That's not how they govern. They govern to make the people who are going to vote to give them another term in office, them the only motherfuckers they care about. That's how you get to places where this part of the community ain't getting shit and that part of the community getting it all. A real good government is going to make sure that all the people, friend or foe, ally or adversary, have what they need. And that's when I talk to that administration side, I say it's real simple. I literally could see this being something that will calm down if a motherfucker would just speak a little bit better, but you can't even do that because you don't know how to close your goddamn mouth because it ain't about the people. You ain't no super mayor. You're not the hope of shit. You're ineffective. You are a ghetto, hood rat, mentality, illegitimate person sitting in a seat that you don't deserve and will never qualify for and quite frankly need to let the fuck go. That's what you are. And will never and should never be elected to any other position in your entire fucking life. While you sitting up there with that married man who out there taking trips with you, who can't even fucking pay his child support. But think you gonna tell me how much of a king I am? I'll spit in on your goddamn shoes at this point. Come on, you're a king, and you could have be this, and you could have millions. You just working with the wrong side, bitch. I heard it in court. You don't even pay your child support. We ain't the same. You're dirt. You're a fucking peasant. You're a fucking degenerate. You're a clown, and you don't even love her. And I'm pretty sure that'll come out when it's done. How do I know? Because I know every time you went in the hotel and fucked on the side. How do I know? Because I know that the names you done called to your so-called friends and allies, and how irritated you was with this, and I quote, dumb bitch, end quote. It was too early for this live. I love y'all. Hope I said something that about your life. Well, let the bitch know. Watch it at nighttime if you can. Monday morning, 7 a.m., Village Hall, National Press Conference. I'm going to do everything that I can to make sure 100 people are there. I am not doing the largest giveaway. It is off. I'm not bringing in nothing because I don't see no signs of y'all matching. And like I just gave y'all the whole name. Go look at Sabah Abdul, ask her, Sabha Abhor. Ask her, am I her best friend? Look at all the work she has done and all the hundreds of thousands of things she's given away. And then ask her that I call her. As a matter of fact, ain't nobody got to lie. Ain't nobody got to, oh damn, my phone is on there. I was gonna call her ass right here on and say, we not doing the giveaway. I'm not doing it. I'm not fucking doing it. And then I'm going to support the gospel event that's being held by the advisory council because they have stood up and they have done. I've seen them. And I don't care who do not like it. It's the truth. They have done more than I imagined that would be done. And that is led by Mary Avant. Can't take that away from her. And so, and there are people who are fighting behind the scenes, and I acknowledge that, but we gotta do better, gotta do more. And I understand that it is election time and it's time to work on elections. But let me be honest. If we don't get the fuck out of the mustard and catch up, because this woman has been campaigning for the last 3 years and giving away free shit, and you got delusional ass people like my cousin, it still could be an uphill battle. Ain't nobody just walks into this shit. Let me tell y'all the biggest mistake I made when I ran. When I thought that this internet shit was real. And I was standing up at them polls and people was like, who are you? I was like, what? I've been fighting for Chicago for 10 fucking years. Oh, have you? I don't know nothing about you. Y'all better stop thinking that this internet shit is real because it's not. $ FFJB. Today, you all can help us with what we're doing. What are we doing? Still in an active investigation. Still need to organize according to the available resources. I need to be able to have enough resources that I can at least push the pendulum because we're fighting people with millions and people with power. I'm trying to expand this fight from Dalton and take it to the DNC. Take it to J.B. Pritzker. Take it to Delgado. Take it to Kwame Raoul. Take it to all of the people who could have and should have moved. And it's even somebody who I absolutely love and support. But she's still in office until November. Take it to Kim Foxx. Got to do something. Take it to every fucking mayor in Thornton Township. It's no longer a magnifying glass. Now, I mean a microscope. This is now a magnifying glass. And we need to look at everybody. Everybody. So if you contribute from the depths of my soul, thank you. I don't know all the ways to contribute. Put that on that on that platform. And I promise you, not $1 is going to go to pay for my bills. But I got tips and leads that I want to follow. I got to resource and pay my staff. I gotta We got commitments that are still out there. And I don't know how, I don't know where. But even Cara, I committed to her. I'm committing to her. I'm going to do something. But that's crazy. She says she's losing while fighting? And all these people will be putting justice for Cara? I call bullshit. That's the way that you can contribute. You are not obligated to do it. But I'm damn appreciative if you do. So, with that being said, don't forgive me. Be like me. Tell the truth. Be unapologetic. Because if you're a part of the INA family, I only want you to do one thing. Stand up. And I ain't talking about on the internet. Stand up. You're not taking it no more. And so, my final statement is this. I'm not with her, and I'm not with him unless I find out they're with me.